Are you thinking moving to the Kyle Buda area, but you're not quite sure which place is right for you? Well, in today's video, we're checking out Crosswinds. There are 5 different builders in Crosswinds. This is Northeast Kyle, and today's video is all about Milestone. We're gonna talk about their incentives, tour a couple of their homes like this one, and yeah, just kind of get to know the good and bad about Milestone. So we're gonna get after it right now. Hey, Daniel here, your local Austin real estate expert. If you're thinking of making a move to the greater Austin area, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you can stay up to date on the latest real estate news. You know, I was a teacher for 10 years before I jumped into real estate, but how I operate really hasn't changed that much between the two careers. Honesty, hard work, effective communication, and really just helping other people achieve their goals is still really important to me. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Love to help you and your family find a great home in the greater Austin area. All of that contact info can be found in the details below. Can be found in the description below. There we go, words. So I'm gonna have my editor show you the model home real quick as I talk about Crosswinds and Milestone. The model home you're looking at is their Hamlin model. It's 2,158 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bath, 1-story home, and they do have a Hamlin available listed at $420,000, if that floor plan does look interesting to you. But like I said, where we're starting is in Crosswinds with Milestone. Their incentives that they're offering right now are 6% of the sales price towards buying the rate down, paying off your closing costs, and then they always offer to pay off your title insurance so you don't need to pay for that. That saves you a couple $1,000s there. So what I would say, put that in numbers terms, is you're looking at about $25,000 to $30,000 flex cash that they're offering to either buy your rate down if you are financing and you want a lower interest rate, or if you're a cash buyer, you can use that to just lower the price of the home, pay off your closing costs, that sort of thing. The HOA fee here is $48 a month, not too bad for a new construction with amenity center with a large pool. And the tax rate is 2.62%, which is high. That's including the MUD that you'd be paying into. But for new construction, that's kind of what you should expect. I toured a new construction yesterday in Buda. It was 3%, so 2.62 isn't actually that bad for new construction. As far as where Crosswinds is in relation to everywhere else, we are 30 minutes from downtown Austin with no traffic, put that disclaimer there. We're about 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes from San Marcos, where Texas State University is, and then about an hour from San Antonio. So we're right on the border of Buda. Buda's the first city south of Austin. What I do want to show y'all is this community map so you get a sense of where we are. Crosswinds has 5 builders, so we're just going to be looking at the Milestone map. And so there's a few things I want to talk about with this. The homes we're checking out today, that we're going to tour 2 homes, they're both 40-foot lots, okay? And so you can see those as kind of the yellowish lots that you see there. All of the 40-foot lots have already been started. So if you did a to-be-built, you would not be able to do that on a 40-foot lot until next year. They're going to start a whole new phase of Crosswinds. The 50-foot lots, those are all completed, okay? And you can see those as the brown ones on that left street. So all that's left if you want to do the to-be-built route is actually their biggest lots. It's their 60-foot home sites. And so if you did want to go that to-be-built route, it would take about 6 to 8 months to build the home. You would be able to customize quite a lot of things, right? The tile, the countertop, the cabinets, the exterior elevation. Obviously, you pick your floor plan, you pick your lot. I'm a big fan of doing a to-be-built route if your timeline works for it. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a sense of the map here. This is just Milestone. Crosswinds is kind of an odd community because each section is just one builder. So you are in the Milestone part of Crosswinds. But yeah, kind of have a sense of where we are. So we are now going to start with our first home tour. So I'll see you over there. So the first home we're checking out today is their Lamar floor plan. This is a 2,274 square foot home, 4-bed, 3-bath, possibly 3.5. We'll see when we go in. 2-story, and this one's listed at $390,000. This is one of their 40-foot lot inventory homes. So pan around so you can kind of see where we are. And actually, that's gonna be the next house we check out. Right next to each other, the 2 homes available. Pretty wide streets here, super quiet, really peaceful out here. So let's check out the inside. I like the exterior here. There's a ton of white stone, and then the stucco at the top there. The fake shutters. Very narrow. You wouldn't really use this to hang out as far as the front patio. I do like that we have stone on the side, so that cuts down on the amount of landscaping that we need to do. And then the amount of natural light, the windows above and beside the door is a great look too. So immediately opens up to a very tall ceiling, very open. We'll go left first. So right off the bat, we have just a coat closet. And then we have our half bath. I'm pretty sure this is a 3.5. I walked through very quickly, turning on all the lights. Pretty basic half bath with the pedestal sink. And then they have this really cool black tile in the utility room. This one does come with washer dryer and refrigerator. Not every Milestone community offers appliances, but this one does, and they already have them in the inventory homes. 2-car garage. They do offer 3-car garages. This is pretty small. I mean, I say this in almost every video, but look at the width of the garage door is gonna be the same in every house. So you have to look at the amount of space, and it's like, I could just fit my hand there. So like 3 inches either side to the wall, very, very tight. It is nice that we have this extra space down here though, because this is a very small 2-car garage. And we do have a tankless water heater that's gonna cut down tremendously on your water bill, and then an irrigation system, but no EV charger outlet if you do have an EV, and that's important too. That being said, most builders offer that as an upgrade, so if you did go the to-be-built route, I'm sure you can add an EV charger installed if you need that. Main living area. Quite a lot of natural light. We have these windows up here too, letting in a ton of natural light. And then this is our kitchen dining. Go left here first. So off the kitchen dining, we have our primary downstairs, which is great. That's always really important. Try to get the primary downstairs. This black tile again, dual vanity, large walk-in shower with floor-to-ceiling tile. Looks great. Love the natural light coming in. They have the netting there. I would take that off. It just doesn't look good. I don't really need it. And then a pretty small closet for a primary, not great. And then toilet room. I like the black tile. It's a cool look. And they keep it consistent. Every bathroom through the house has that. Looking at the kitchen now, we have this pretty skinny silestone island. I do like that the sink is not in the island. It gives you way more space to actually work and put stuff, which you need because there is barely any countertop space aside from this island. So definitely not the biggest kitchen. Interesting backsplash with kind of beige brown, large single basin sink. I love that. And then that looks out to your backyard, so some natural light coming in there. And then it does come with a fridge, like I said, which is great. And then we have a pantry that kind of looks like a corner pantry, but you don't get the corner shelving, so not the biggest pantry. Let's check out the backyard. Massive back patio. I was not expecting this. So pretty good, really good amount of space for this back patio. We do have the gas outlet there for your grill. No more propane tanks. And then this is a 40-foot lot, y'all. This is the smallest lot they offer, and it's pretty good. I mean, this is a decent sized backyard. I like how level it is. We don't have too much sloping going on. And yeah, the privacy too. It's not too bad. We're pretty far away from that neighbor. The fence is tall enough to where we're not seeing into that neighbor's house. Not a bad backyard. And then stone on either side of the home. let's check out upstairs. So it'll be interesting to compare these two homes because the next home is only $10,000 more and it's a little bit bigger. I haven't been in there yet, so it'll be interesting for me to see too, but kind of comparing apples to apples, you're on the same section of the street, the neighborhood, seeing which one we think is kind of a better floor plan, better options included for the price point. So we're at the top of the stairs. We have this landing, this loft up here, all very open. Something some people get concerned about when it's open like this is the air bill, right? Just the AC because it's not separated. Typically with new builds though, they do such a good job of insulating the home that your AC bill is gonna be lower in something like this if you compared it to a smaller home that was built maybe 20, 30 years ago. So don't let that concern you too much. It's not gonna be that much for the AC bill. This corner is just a closet. That's where my board games would go. Perfect board game closet. I like this landing. This is a great just hangout spot. Maybe put a pool table up here. I was gonna say beanbag chairs. I'm not in college. It's been 15 years since beanbag chairs, but you can put comfortable chairs up here, okay? Whatever that means to you. It's a very narrow walkway here. I don't particularly like it. Not the biggest fan of heights. And then it kind of looks down into the living area. And then we have the 3 guest rooms up here. So guest room number 1, no fan. I don't know why builders just choose to not add fans in. It's to save money. I can't imagine how much money it really saves them. It's a decent sized closet for a guest bedroom. It's kind of a small room though. And then here's the guest bathroom, maintaining the same tile. Doesn't go floor to ceiling on the back there. And then just the one sink. But then we have these 2 bedrooms. This is a way bigger bedroom than the first one we just checked out. More classic closet. And then we have a Jack and Jill bathroom here. So a second full bathroom upstairs. And then the other bedroom, also very good size. 2 very good sized bedrooms, just that one that's kind of small. The first one we walked into. And pretty good sized closet too. Cool, so there you have it. That's the Lamar floor plan. Now we're gonna go next door and check out one more inventory home. So I'll see you over there. So now we're next door. This is the Conchos floor plan. This is 2,434 square feet, 4 bed, 3.5 bath like the last one. And this one's listed just 10,000 more at 400,000. So we can see this. We have this beautiful white brick exterior, or stone exterior, excuse me. Really beautiful white stucco up there. And then the hardy plank over here. Really just interesting, beautiful design. Let's walk up to the front entrance here. We actually have a front patio space here. So yeah, let's compare. Let's see how we're doing compared to the other one. I do like that we have the frosted glass inside of the door. So a little bit more of an interesting door, letting in more natural light where we can get it. Right here, we just have a coat closet. And then interesting design, we have the garage entrance actually right here near the front entrance, which is not usual. Garage is definitely bigger. You can tell again, like I said, that's about a foot space. So we have roughly 6 inches either side more, and then you still have that little extra space underneath the stairs. Same things coming with it, right? We have the tankless water heater over there, irrigation system. And then they do have luxury vinyl plank flooring. We had that in the previous home. Pan around so you can see. Similar in a lot of ways, right? It has that opening looking to the down, and then we have lots of natural light coming in here. So this opens up to the kitchen. Way bigger kitchen. This island is much bigger than the previous island. Even with the sink in the island, you have a ton more space to work in here. It does come with a fridge, washer, dryer like the previous home. And then this pantry is much bigger. So already, kitchen is a big improvement compared to the previous home. There's the dining area over here. And then let's check out the backyard. So back patio is smaller. Definitely much smaller. Just a little runoff here. Literally, we were right there. So you can see that's what we were looking at. Much bigger back patios jutting out. Same lot size. These are both 40-foot lots. I'm really impressed with the size of these for being the smallest lots. We do have the gas out also here. Yeah, this, I'd want to extend this. It's too small for me for a back patio. Put a couple chairs out there and it's going to feel tiny, and a grill. And then we have our half bath, more of a square half bath instead of a rectangle. Comes with the same stuff as the previous one though, with the pedestal sink. Here's the primary. Primary is carpeted. This is kind of small, lots of natural light, but it's definitely smaller than the previous home's primary. I will say personally, as long as I can fit a king size bed and 2 side tables, I don't really care how big my primary is. As long as it's easy to walk in and out of, I don't need the biggest space for a primary bedroom. Everyone has their own opinion of like how they want to, if they want to put a chest of drawers or a TV up or a reading nook, right? But for me personally, it's really just a space for a bed. As long as it can fit a king size bed comfortably, I'm cool. And I think this would fit a king size pretty comfortably. So not too big of a deal to me. Coming into the primary bath, dual vanity, lots of natural light. Really interesting, again, different tile designs in this one. I think I prefer this one. Big window in the shower there, letting in a ton of natural light, no netting or anything like that. Looks great. Floor to ceiling with the tile, and then the pushed in shelf also looks fantastic. Toilet over here. Pretty big amount of space actually for the toilet room. And then we have, linen closet, and then primary closet. And this one is definitely a better, still not massive. Milestone, really, I've been to quite a few Milestone homes. I've helped a couple buyers buy Milestone homes. Doesn't matter which floor plan or which neighborhood, they always have small closets. I don't know why, so something to be aware of. I'm just noticing that as a pattern with Milestone. So definitely better primary bathroom overall, better closet, back patio, smaller, primary bedroom smaller, garage a little bit bigger, kitchen way better. That's, in my mind, that's already worth the $10,000. It's just that kitchen alone. All right, let's check out upstairs. All carpeted upstairs with the landing right here. We'll go right first. Okay, so this is the first thing that would annoy me for my lifestyle. We have our utility room upstairs, but the primary is downstairs. So it's kind of, how is it gonna work for you? For a big family, this makes sense, right? Because there's 3 bedrooms upstairs, more people living upstairs, more laundry to do. You don't have to go up and down stairs every day. The last house, you'll remember the utility room is downstairs, so you would have to go up and down every day. But for me, it's just me and my wife. We don't have any kids. We don't plan on having kids. Upstairs is kind of for guests, for hanging out, for offices. It would annoy me to have to go up and down stairs every time we're doing laundry, especially for us, because our house, we picked a floor plan where the laundry room is connected to the primary closet. So I'm now used to grabbing my clothes out of the dryer, taking one step, and then just putting it, hanging it up. I don't know if I can go back. I can't go back, y'all. I can't go up and down stairs, that's for sure. So this is a big, I don't like this. I don't like that I have to go up and down stairs to do laundry. First guest room, pretty good sized guest room. And then they have a corner closet here, pretty good for that, for a guest room. Lots of natural light coming in too. They have the shades down, but the blinds drawn, I should say. But it is quite a lot of light coming in. Here is the first full bath upstairs. Pretty basic. I mean, they kept the same tile on the side and on the floor. I like that we have natural light coming in at least. Just the one sink though. And then linen closet behind the door. This room's really cool. I like this room a lot. Having this long bench, having 2 windows, and then coming into the closet, even more windows. Yeah, I like this room quite a bit. It reminds me of a room we have in my current house. It's my wife's office / crafts room. It's just it's a different design. I appreciate that. it gets a little boring when all the guest bedrooms are just squares with a closet, right? Here's the landing. Pretty good amount of space in the landing. Again, overlooking the living room. I like that we have this little pushed in nook here, so you can easily put a shelf here, or better yet, it already comes installed with the cable management for putting in the TV here, if you want to do that upstairs, but it's pushed out of the way. This is what sold me on this house. It does come with a theater room. So for $10,000 more, you're getting a theater room and an upgraded kitchen. That's a steal in my mind. I will say that I see that they have pre-wired for surround sound. So you can get surround sound installed, obviously out of your own pocket. They have the pre-wire up there too for the back speakers. It's a little annoying to me because of where the doors are. I would want to put my couch right here, looking that way. Have maybe drinks, snacks, popcorn over here, and just that pushed out nook, that works perfect for me. But because of how they've already done this and I would want surround sound, you kind of have to put your couch here, and that, I don't know. I'm complaining about something that I don't own. I've never had a theater room, so I'm like, it's not how I would do my theater room. I don't have a theater room, so I don't know why I'm being so picky, but something to consider, right? It is really cool that this comes with a whole theater room already, and then it's pre-wired for that surround sound experience. So if it's just you and a couple buddies just having like 3 recliners here, you know, this is fine, it's perfect. For it being $10,000 more than the previous house, this is a steal. And then this is the final bedroom. It does come with an ensuite, really good sized bedroom. This is comparable to the primary downstairs actually. So if you have someone older living with you, they want their own space too, they get a decent closet space and their own bathroom. So yeah, that's the Conchos floor plan. I think it's a clear winner in my mind. There's so many big upgrades with this one as far as the floor plan compared to the Lamar that we just saw. This is my personal favorite of them, with problems though. I don't like the utility room is on a different floor as the primary. I don't like the back patio being so small, but theater room, that got me. Kitchen, way nicer, that got me. But I'm curious what you guys like. What is it you're looking for in your house? What's important to you? Put that in the description or put that in the comments below. I always love to hear from other people what's important to them, what they're looking for. For me, I'm very price driven, so I'm always looking for the best deal. I think this is a great deal, especially with that theater room for under 400 or at 400,000. But yeah, always curious to hear from you guys. And remember, it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Love to help you and your family find a perfect home in the South Austin area. Until next time, I hope to see you guys around town.